Hey everybody, how's it going today? So, today I want to take a little bit of your time and ask you guys a couple questions, right? And those questions are stemming from something that I personally like to draw, which is anime or manga. Right now I'm kind of in a manga drawing binge, if you will. But some of these questions I wanted to ask are, one, why do you like anime or manga? Right? Like what is it about it that draws you in and makes you engaged in the stories? Secondly, what was your first memory of watching anime or reading manga even? Like what was that thing that kind of that you as far back as you can remember at the furthest memory you got, what is it for you? And finally, what is your favorite anime or manga or both, and why? Right? Like I'd like to know it because I like to share my answers to these questions throughout today, and I figured that instead of you guys having to look at both of my faces today, we would instead I'll answer them over a video of me drawing. One of my favorite characters, Gojo. If you'd like to see any more, make sure that you are dropping them down in the comment section below. And if you want to see topic requests, right, like more questions you want to see me answer, me ask the community, right, drop those in the comment section below. Let's build this community. Let's make it great. And we'll also have gaming videos in the future with the same type of format. But anyways, without further ado, please enjoy the video. Thank you. Alrighty, team. Thanks for joining me. So, first question: why do you like anime or manga? Anime to me has been a producer of inspiration in a lot of the things that I do. Same with manga. This is present primarily in my art, which is one thing that I find to be very calming when everything works, that is, which sometimes it doesn't. And we'll see that later on in the video. But here's the other key form of inspiration, my way of thinking, right? You see, the thing about most, not all, looking at you, Kame Got Killed, Dororo, Chainsaw Man, but most have bad spots where the heroes or your favorite characters are getting beaten down, but then they do come back, right? They come back, they're strong, they overcome the obstacles. And this can be used for when you're drawing and you mess up a character's hair, right? Um, and you decide, maybe you don't want to keep drawing. Maybe you want to just push it off, and you don't want to finish the drawing. It's ruined it for you. But you do because you realize that that's how you improve by continuing to move forward through the mistakes. Like a lot of our characters in anime and manga. Another thing to take away from anime that can be shown very well is that teamwork is a reliable tool for accomplishing tasks. And I feel that in the real world, humans can be quite stubborn about working in teams. So I think the consistent trope of teams in anime is good for people to watch to hopefully also get inspired to understand how fun working in teams can be and how fruitful for realistically any project or task that we're accomplishing can be. The last reason I believe is that there's so much more emotion to me that's displayed in anime or manga in a way that um, okay, so like for us as humans, okay, if we say something that's really cringy, right, or like you're not necessarily cringy, but it's not like you just can't say it, right? But yet there's a lot of emotion behind what you want to say, but it just doesn't sound great. But being able to see a character and hear them say those words and like it just be the normal because it is meant to be ridiculous, not necessarily ridiculous, but like far fetched in the way that they say things to the point where it's absurd. But there's a lot of emotion behind saying that stuff. Now, one scene, and there's one thing that really impacted me from the manga, and it was a specific volume. And if you know, you know, right? It's volume 9 of Chainsaw Man. To anyone who's read that manga, I'm sorry, but that is definitely one of my favorites. And that manga I read it like 3 times, 3 4 times after I got it or bought it, and yeah, it was a really impactful volume, great volume. Highly worth the read, the whole series of Chainsaw Man. All right, what was your first memory of anime or manga? So, I stumbled by chance into Naruto back was that when I was in about fourth or fifth grade. And the first episode I remember watching was on Toonami right after getting off the bus, and it was a fight scene between Neji and Naruto in the Chunin exams. Anyone that's seen this fight, it was awesome. Like, it was so cool, especially the first time seeing it as a kid. Oh, and it was so memorable to me, and I can still like easily visualize that scene of Naruto just coming up out of the ground with that uppercut. It was amazing. Mm. Sorry about that. Water break. It was so memorable to me, and now I didn't actually keep up on the show. I actually didn't finish Naruto till years later. But it inspired my artwork for a long time. But the biggest, earliest influence of my art was easily Inuyasha. My brother showed me Inuyasha, and I drew so many different sketches of Inuyasha, Kagome. And I remember there was this one that I did, and I wish I still had it. I loved it. It was a scene from, I believe the name of the episode was The Belly of the Beast. And Inuyasha is stuck in the cave, and he uses adamantine barrage for like the first time, and I thought that was the coolest thing, and I drew that scene, but unfortunately I don't have that. Lost that a very, very long time ago. Manga, on the other hand, a friend at school actually let me borrow Death Note, and I saw I don't think I saw the show first. I think I read the manga first, but I was hooked on that. I read the whole series. Well, I take that back. I didn't finish the whole series in manga. I think I read about after about halfway through that second half of the show. That's where I about read through, and then I watched the rest of it later. They kind of lost me after they killed off my man L. But yeah, no, that was a good manga series. Once again, stopped reading it for a really long time, and I only picked that up this last December, and that's because my wife got me the first 15 volumes of Rising of the Shield Hero for Christmas, and I read through all of them in about a couple days. Um, but ever since then, I've just been buying manga like consistently. It's been getting bad for the wallet. But about 4 years ago or so, I started Naruto. I binged every episode of that and restarted my anime interest, and it grew. And I just started watching all these recommendations from my friends who at the time I didn't even know they watched anime. And now we're here where I have a manga addiction. So, works out that way. But also, let me rephrase that. So, technically speaking, what really got me back into anime was My Hero Academia. Because I remember seeing a fight scene from that, and I thought that was so cool. And then I watched the first, I think at that time it was 2 seasons, the first 2 seasons of it, and yeah, no, then I binged Naruto. That was a request of my friend. All right, now for favorite anime or manga. So I can't decide that, so I'll do one for manga and one for anime. Now, for manga, I kind of lied here. It is a tie between Vinland Saga and Chainsaw Man. I love both of these for very different reasons, but they are both so impactful. Now, I won't talk about spoilers, but if anyone will be interested in a video about how I feel about either of these manga, and they will be filled with spoilers if you want, absolutely let me know down below in the comments. Anime, on the other hand, it's very hard, especially right now, because my list kind of changes every now and then, but I would say currently my number one spot is going to be a bit controversial, but it is mine. It's my personal opinion. Drum roll, please. Black Clover. So, I love Black Clover. It is easily one of my favorite shonen. I know it's not the darkest or the gloomiest, but sometimes in life I like to see the heroes win. They get to be really strong. They actually get to put forth their best effort and be rewarded for that. Plus, Asta is a great MC. He is so likable, and I know people have a problem with the yelling, but you know what? Listen, Naruto saying believe it every 20 seconds was just as bad. If you can make it through that, you can make it through the first couple episodes where he's yelling, okay? Anyways, the manga is also good. Just saying. Just saying. Now, the thing about Asta is like he doesn't let anything get to him. Like even if it's rough, he doesn't stop on his dream. Like to me that is so inspirational. Like good for him. And he's like honestly, if you're caught up in the manga, ooh, super great. But anyways, um, and the supporting cast for Black Clover is so good. They all get screen time. They all get to come up and do something. They get to show off why they are in the squad they're in, which is it's a bunch of misfits, but they're misfits who are strong. They're just misfits because their magic is weird. Um, but anyways, that is my time for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Hitting the bell icon to stay updated on new videos. As always, feedback is always welcome in the comment section below. Thank you.